My friend, you are thinking way too much. Your overthinking is leading you to second guessing yourself, to rushing decisions or forcing decisions, or maybe not making the right decision, maybe a lack of a decision. Let's talk about it a little bit. Especially when it comes to trading. This is the biggest thing, something I've struggled with for years, and I'm just starting to really figure out. Let me give you an example. Any sport you might play or anything you might do, right? Obviously, you're better at it with time, over time, with reps, right? So for me, I love basketball. So I've shot thousands of jump shots, free throws, layups. I've thousands, okay? And I've just now noticed this specifically in trading, but this can really apply to anything. When you are not thinking, when you're in that flow state of just doing it, you are so much more successful, right? When I'm in a game playing basketball and I'm in the flow, I'm not thinking about playing the game. I'm just playing because my body has trained to do a dribble and a pick and roll and a jump shot for years. I've trained this for years. So when I'm just doing that and not thinking about doing it, I'm playing so much better. I'm making the right reads off the pick. I'm taking shots. I'm making more of my shots, right? I'm making the right decisions. But when I'm actively thinking about what I'm doing, shoot, I'm throwing bad passes. I'm making turnovers. I'm clanking jump shots off the rim that I should be making. Missing wide open layups, right? And it's the same with trading, I've noticed. And this has been something I've been struggling with. And today really unlocked that for me. When you trade for so long, you start to see the same thing every single day, all right? And most of you that are unprofitable, including myself, we know the model. It's not that we don't know the trading model. It's not that we don't know the markets well enough. We know the markets well enough. We know what we're doing. It's not like we're coming in here dumb. Most of us know what we're doing when we're trading, but why are we still unprofitable? Because we're thinking way too much. And I've been thinking way too much in my trading lately. And today I feel like I just kind of broke the hump a little bit. And so, what does that look like? So I want to go over a trade today that we had when I kind of felt like I broke that. So it's on NQ, ES and NQ, the assets I trade here. So massive sell-off today from 960. At this point, it was all the way down to 546. So we're looking at a 400-point sell-off. And right now, it's sold another 300 points. So we're down like 700 points in the day. Massive sell-off, right? So usually in a day like this, when we just sell off and there's no movement, I get off after a while because I'm like, if it's just going to keep selling, there's really nothing going on here. All right. And I was kind of getting discouraged because we've been getting a lot of moves like these recently that have just been boom, straight up, straight down, no retracement, no structure. So there's really no trade window because there's no structure being built, right? My model is really not present if it just goes up or down. All right. So I got off. I watched for about the first hour of open, watched all the way down until about here. We were down 400 points. I was like, all right, well, I'm going to go do some other stuff today, and I'm going to go check back in a couple bit and keep my monitor on so I can, view the markets. So I come back. I got off around here, 10 o'clock, and I get back on around 10:30, a little before 10:30. And so I notice we're slowing down to the downside here. We're starting to kind of consolidate a little bit and maybe even put some momentum to the upside. So we've got a 1 minute imbalance here that's not been ran. It's respecting 1 respect, 2 respects, 3 respects. Looking pretty good right now. And just above us, we've got this 5 minute fair value gap. Now the thing I'm noticing is all this generated buy side we're building here as we respect this fair value gap, we are generating buy side here, okay? And so that's something to notice. All these highs are stacked. All right. So here we are, building structure, building structure, building structure. ES is also building structure here. Boom, still building structure, kind of consolidating. I'm doing my own things at this time, but I am still watching the computer a little bit. Okay. Now, I did rush this a little bit, but that's fine. Okay. So here's what happened. Building structure, we put in an SMT at this low. Okay, ES takes this low, NQ does not. Where are we? Here we are. ES takes this low, NQ doesn't. Bullish SMT. Now, Look at all the times that we've tried to go higher. Where do we actually go higher? It's right here. We displace right here. Okay. Try to run up here. No displacement. Try to run up here. No displacement through a swing high. Come back down. Try to displace. No displacement. Come back down. Try to displace. No displacement. Come back down. Try to displace. Oh, displacement. Look at that. Clean change in the state created right here off this. 1 minute change in the state. And in this, we've also created now a 1 minute bullish fair value gap. Okay. So what I wanted to see looking at this trade, I was waiting for the change in the state. And I saw the SMT, saw this 1 minute bearish fair value gap get disrespected to the upsided, and we created a 1 minute bullish with a clean change in the state. So right now, that's looking pretty good for me for my entry model. That's what I like to see. Pretty much everything. We've got generated buy side above. So what do? I noticed right around here, and I honestly at this point, I thought we were just going to run all the way up here. I didn't think I was going to get an entry, but I did. And so what happened is the market came back down here, literally ticked the fair value gap, the change in the state level, and we ran higher, okay? My entry was, my entry was like right here. Yeah, this was my entry, right about here. So I enter along here, tap the fair value gap, and we get a really nice move. Now what happened is I was targeting this 5 minute bull or bearish fair value gap that was above us, and we had a resting high here. We didn't quite get that because ES took it first. As you can see over here, ES takes us high. So we put it in an SMT with ES, and when we put in that SMT is when I took the position off. Because on a day like today when you're already so bearish, any SMT, anything that's, with the draw is going to dump the market. And so as soon as we put that SMT in, I took the trade off for about $1,000, and look what happened. Just continue to sell off, okay? So that was really smart execution, really good execution. Took the trade off. It was an $1,100 win for the day. Awesome. Why is this so important? Whether this trade's A+ or not, whether you like it or not, why is this so important for me in what we're talking about in overthinking? Well, normally on a day like today, I would be overthinking. And how I've been trading is I've been overthinking about money and the execution and waiting just for the right moment and waiting. And is it right to trade? Is it wrong to trade? When should I trade? Guys, today was the complete opposite. Today I walked in and I only had to look at the market for about 45 seconds to figure out, get rid of all these drawings. Get rid of all these drawings here, okay? I only had to look at the market for about 45 seconds to realize this was the trade I liked. And I saw the market right about at this point. Sorry, I don't have a mouse right now. I'm on a laptop. I only saw the market about right here, right about here. And I knew it was going to happen. So don't think. When the market is right, you're not going to have to think. It's going to be so obvious that, hey, it's time to enter the trade. It's time to get in. If you are thinking about entering a trade and you've got to think too much, you probably shouldn't enter the trade. There's probably a reason you should not be in that trade. So when it's so obvious, you're going to see it and just be like, it's time to enter. And that's exactly how it was today. Now, I got out right about here, so I had pretty good risk. But guys, let your market experience, let the trades you've taken, all the time you've put in work for you. You know when to trade and you know when not to trade. So don't overthink. Your muscle memory has proven that you can trade. You know how to trade. So let the muscle memory do the work. It's the same thing as shooting. If I'm shooting basketballs, if I'm not thinking about shooting a jump shot, I'm making more of them. I'm swishing them. If I'm just doing it, letting the muscle memory work. But as soon as I start thinking about how I'm going to shoot, how I'm going to set my feet, how hard I'm going to shoot, I start bricking them. It's the same thing with trading and anything else in life, literally anything else in life. When you just focus and just execute alone and get rid of all the other nonsense and distractions, you perform so well. But as soon as you start thinking about the potential to win, the potential to lose, the potential to, the P&L screenshot you're going to take after this trade, the journal entry you're going to put after this trade, how you're going to tell your friends you made $1,000, dog, it's all nonsense. You're going to miss your window. You're going to be hesitant here, and it's going to be up here. And you're going to be like, oh, maybe, and you enter, okay, a little bit, oh, stopped, and it returns. You put the SMT in here, you're still greedy. Stopped, loss, stopped at break even. Just execute. You know how to trade. And I'm more so speaking at myself, I'm yelling at myself before I talk to anybody else. You know how to trade. Let your experience and let your muscle memory carry that. Do not worry about the outside factors. When I know in my own trading, when I'm more focused on making money than trading well, I do quite the opposite. I lose money. But when I'm focused on just taking good trades, just executing, just being focused, just being in that flow state, just reading the market as it comes at me, I make a lot of freaking money. And that's the reality. That's just the reality. So as traders, do not think about making money. Rather, think about just the process. How I'm going to take a trade today. Am I going to take a trade today? Who cares if I'm going to take a trade today? Let's read the market. If the market's telling me to take a trade, I'm going to take a trade. If the market's not telling me to take a trade, I ain't touching it. I'm just sitting here and enjoying my day. And I heard my mentor say this, my trading mentor say this last night in a charting session. We put way too much weight on trading. The reason that we are hesitating and are overthinking is because we're putting way too much weight on trading. We're just watching lines on a chart. That's all we're doing. We're not going to the Super Bowl. We're not protecting the president. We're just watching lines on a chart, man, in our house a lot of the times. So don't make this weight like, oh, I got to get up. I got to trade. Here we go. Got to lock in. I'm trading. Just get on the charts. Again, you've done this. Your time and experience has given you everything you need. Just do it. Just execute. Just execute. Just execute. That's it. And if you just execute, you're going to have a lot of days like today. A lot of $1,000 wins, thousands of dollars of profit. But if you don't, it's where you become inconsistent. You lose. So just a quick little insight, just a quick little video. Do not overthink. This could be anything in life. It doesn't have to just be trading. It doesn't just have to be trading. It can be anything. Peace.